Just thought I'd stop by, do a little show for you, do a little video for you. I am live here on Instagram. This is a surprise. I'm so tired. I've been moving like crazy. And I haven't done anything today. It was raining, so they didn't bring my bed and stuff, so I'm still camping out. But I got a lot of stuff up. Look at this. Work in progress, work in progress. So my guest this evening is Cyan. I know her as Sharma. And we're going to talk a little bit about political correctness and something that just recently happened to her. Hello, welcome. Catman Skitty, hi. Just waiting on Sharma Cyan. And let me know what's happening. We are on. Oh, don't tell me it's going to be like last week. There we go. Hello, darling.
Hey,
How are you?
Well,
I'm so tired. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am tired. It was raining today. I didn't get my bed, but I pretty much got the place, you know. It's a work in progress. I'm just tired.
Yeah. Your
I gotta get my hair done.
the porch looked nice already. And you got
Yeah.
a porch.
Mm-hmm. Be more.
You know, that's very southern. That's our thing.
Yeah. They don't know anything about that up here in Be-More. How's everything in the ATL? I know that's right. I just put some lip gloss on and hurried up and put my lashes on. How's the ATL?
It is hot, and hotter. Girl. But everything's going okay. I got my papers and officially laid off now from my job of 17 years, and I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do.
Girl, take it easy. Relax.
I think I should
Get a YouTube channel.
I should just almost go into semi-retirement, but I have had 4 interviews so far for other positions. So I'm just waiting on the little severance thing, little money that they're going to give me, but because I am in rare form, I'm broke, which is weird for me.
Me too. I try to be so bougie and everything, and I'm flat broke. I have a few bucks in the bank. But listen, I want to give a little brief history. So Cyan, aka Sharma, and I, we go way back. What, about 25, almost 30 years?
Yeah.
She knew Hillary when Hillary was Saffron Schenkenberg, and we were roommates for a while in Atlanta. Great friends. She was kind of like me and my best friend's confidant, and she's very into the earth. And tell a little bit about your beliefs.
I'm really like ancestor based, and I guess people back in the day would have thought that I would be considered back then like Wiccanish, but I don't. But see, that's Celtic and European. I'm Africa based, So
Right.
for me, it's
Beautiful.
It's more the earth people, my Orishas and Ogun and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm a black hippie, earth mother, but I like to be glam and cute and pretty, and I love makeup and wigs and hair and fashion and
She introduced me.
Things that are beautiful.
She introduced me to the wonders of Ben Nye, if I recall. You introduced me to Ben Nye.
Oh yes, yeah. Ben Nye was our friend.
So the reason I wanted to do a little show with you today, and we're not going to be too long, but I want to touch base on the changing times and political correctness. Tell everyone, and Sharma Sayin is extremely popular on Instagram. Talks to celebrities all the time. But last night something happened. What happened?
Last night I was on there's a dating show that's on. It's a lady from Chicago, and people watch it. She has like 2,000 people watching. So I was watching the show, and one of the ladies that was interested in a date, um, was real pretty. She looked like Naomi Campbell. She was real pretty and cute. She was telling her story and what she was looking for. And I don't know, some of these guys in the comments were just being really rude and ugly to her. I couldn't understand that because she was real cute, and they kept saying, "Take your wig off," rude stuff like that. So the guy that he kept saying, there's one guy in particular that kept typing that. So I was telling him, you know, leave her alone. I said that at first. He's like, well, what you gonna do? He chimed back to me, and I was like, that's real ghetto, and you should shut the fuck up, ugly ass. But I typed in STFU, okay? And I said, STFU is ugly. IG flagged that and kicked me off the live. I couldn't go back on the live, and then said um, that I couldn't go on IG until they reviewed the comment because they said that I was harassing and bullying, but yet that dude was the one that was bullying the young lady in the first place. I'm trying to defend her. So I don't understand how IG, and I reported him for saying that, but I don't know what happened with him, but I don't know why I'm at fault for that. And I didn't even really curse. I just said STFU ugly, and for him to stop that. I didn't even, because normally I would put that in there, but I would put also the clown emoji or the devil emoji and that sort of thing.
Right.
So I was off IG until about 6 o'clock tonight.
Well, I get in Facebook jail like every other week. People reporting, but I have a lot
Yeah.
of haters. I have lot more haters than you do. People can't stand me. It's mostly people from North Carolina, to tell you the truth, because I really made an
And
impact
old
when I
life.
was there. I really made an
Mhm.
impact with that when I was there, and there's going to be a show on my channel coming up soon. I'm going to tell all everything that happened to me. It's really personal. It's a lot of stuff that I'm just coming to terms with, but I'm going to go
Yeah.
open with it.
But if
But
it helps you to heal, go for it.
that's right. That's right. It's cathartic. But anyway, it's just weird that it seems like some people are targeted, and I feel like I'm targeted on Facebook, but Twitter loves me, and right
I'm
now,
targeted on IG because it happened before, but with something else. Some other guy was just being like really racist, and I was telling him, not to be doing that crap either. And with him, I put in like I always put, my thing is when I'm putting you down, instead of like using the curse words, like, because I really want to spell them out, because I'm truthful, and that's to a fault. But, so usually I'll put in like emojis, like the devil emoji, the clown emoji, the coon emoji, that sort of thing.
right.
And they flag that and will like not let me be on for 24 hours. And this always happens other.
I'm here. I'm here. I was fixing the volume.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts on political correctness? You know, we just went through a hellacious 4 years with you know who in the office. What do you think about political correctness? To me, it seems like you really can't say anything now, and I'm not a politically correct person. And I mean, someone told me um, there was an interview that I did with a female to male transgender, and I reposted it on my current YouTube channel. Someone said that I was out of line asking them such questions, and I reminded them that the name of the show was Unfiltered, and everyone knows what they're getting into before they come on. I ask anything. And I just thought it was really weird and talking about gender dysphoria. What do you think about? I feel like we're taking a step back and we can't say anything because everyone gets
I think
offended at
it's
something.
stupid because all these people are sensitive pussies. The former president made everybody, because he wasn't politically correct. He had a lot of shit coming out of his mouth all the time.
It was unreal.
So,
But I
and
mean,
he didn't care because he was the president.
it
You
just seems
know,
like, when there's someone in that type of control, ooh, that was too close. That angle was too close. When there's someone that's in that type of power, they need to have some type of filter. I'm not in power, so I don't have to have a filter, but I just feel
yeah,
like, like, for example, Caitlyn Jenner. I'm not a fan of hers. However, a few months ago, it was the International Transgender Day of Disability, and I put all the transgender people, a lot of transgender people. I put Caitlyn Jenner. Well, honey, you would have thought, and I was just paying homage because she did do something. But now, when I find out the things that she has, oh Lord, like saying that transsexuals should not play sports against women. Transgender females should not play sports with females. She actually said that, and I was like, "Are you kidding?" It's just really weird. It's a weird time that we're in. How are you with You're in Atlanta.
she said that because
Yes.
I don't. Because in some instances, in certain sports, I don't think it's fair.
Well, here's the thing.
But for
If you're
but
taking
I think that maybe they should have a category of there should be a third category with that.
Well, here's the thing about that. If you take estrogen and you take the shots, you no longer have that test. You're not producing your tissue. You're becoming a woman. So you might be a little
Yeah,
taller,
so
but
your
so are women in
testosterone
Russia.
is depleted, right? But
Right.
that's supposed to make you. So then that's supposed to make the the male strength is gone, and it's supposed to be replaced with the estrogenic strength of a female. But how come that's? But it seems though that's not happening though, because in the case of that the weightlifter that's competing in the Olympics right now, the power lifter that is male to female transgender,
I know nothing about it. Tell me. Educate me.
she is smoking the women power lifters easily, and has raised a bar that, well, the women don't think that they can get to. There was another male to female transgender athlete that's competing, and I don't know what country. That's as a runner, as a distance. I think she's a distance runner, and she smokes all the women and has been doing it. I think this is her second Olympics doing this, and some of the countries like Russia and China, women have been complaining about her. So,
So go get some women from
I don't
Denmark
know
and
I
go
don't
get some
know
women
what
from
to think
Denmark who
about
can compete with them. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like that when you segregate, that it takes a step back and you
it
identify as
does.
female. You like you identify as female, and everything we work so hard for, it just goes back. Let's talk about Black Lives Matter. How has that affected you? What's been going on in Atlanta?
Well, with the Black Lives Matter, at first it all seemed like a really, really good idea, but that's backfiring too.
How so?
because it's turned out that the people that were collecting this money,
No.
um, it's not about Black lives anymore. The premise of the whole movement has been taken over because now it's not about Black lives anymore. It's about Black LGBTQ and trans lives is what matters. So the movement has been hijacked. It's not about Black people and Black people taking back our rights and getting more freedoms and not being harassed by the police. No, it's an agenda now for people that are Black trans or Black gay to be protected. And it's not that the Black community has, and I don't feel that the Black community has ever been um, Black against homosexuality or the homosexual lifestyle because that's in our community. That's just it. And it's what we've grown up. And everybody knows you got somebody in your family that identifies with the movement. And they're in the church and everywhere. So I don't know why they're trying to do such a separation and a separation of the two entities and why one has to be against the other because it never was like that before, but now it is. There's a divide, and that shouldn't be.
So tell
So
me,
the purpose that it started out with is not the purpose that it's ended up with, and I don't like where it is because
it's
it's divisive.
it's it's a weird time, after what I just went through. The younger generation, it's just, I'm not going to comment because there's another video on it, but it's just
It's weird.
unfortunate. It is weird. And the fact that I'm old school now, but
Yeah.
that's just very, very strange. But at the same time, it's a new generation, and more power to them. There's a lot of good coming out of
I
there.
hope
So
they
tell me,
figure it out.
huh?
I hope these young people can get it right and figure it out and do things in a more forward, positive way,
Well,
and sort it out.
when you have someone like D'Angelo Wallace, who's in like an investigative type channel on YouTube, there's a lot of hope. Well, he's one of those, what do you call them, millennials?
Yeah,
So Sean, we're gonna keep it a little short because my storage is full. I just wanted to say hello. We'll do a longer interview. I may connect our old interview to this one. We'll see what happens. But last thoughts, final thoughts on the state of the world, and briefly talk about your daughter.
oh, my daughter now is, well, she'll be 20 on Monday.
Jesus.
She's 20. She has finished. During the pandemic, she went to esthetician school and finished despite COVID, the stops and starts. She finished in February, got her license in March, passed the state board. Then in April, she took her driving test and passed it. So I bought her a car. I bought
Well,
her a
Miss Thing, you need
car,
to come live. I need to
and
come live with you.
then she got a then she got a job. She was working a little boutique job at the mall, little boutique. But then she got hired at Massage Envy, and she works for Sephora. So
So,
she's working two jobs in her
so
field.
what do you predict for the future, and what do you think about the Free Britney movement?
Brittany needs to be free, and she's old enough. She's 39, almost 40,
Yeah.
and she seems to be capable of taking care of her little fortune, and she doesn't have to, perform anymore if she doesn't want to. If she learns how to take care of her money correctly, she has a she has a man
He's
that can
cute
take care
too.
of her. She doesn't need her father to be all about that. She takes care of her children.
Now you know, Cyan Sharma, this is used to be unfiltered, now it's uninhibited. So I gotta ask you, who you fucking?
Do who am I?
And how's sex in the mature years?
I'm not fucking anybody, but and I haven't for about, oh God, 4 years now. I But it's interesting the guys that want to meet me. I'm very seem to be when I
You're a
have
MILF.
gone on some dating sites, it's guys from Eastern Europe. What's up with that?
You're a MILF. They love us.
I'm talking to a guy from Greece, and he actually regularly sends me gifts.
Ooh. All
um
right, Mama.
he,
Get it.
he, t- he sends me a couple bottles of nice champagne twice a month.
Stop playing with
He's
my hair.
given me some jewelry.
So, what's your final thoughts on the state of the world? Predictions? What's going to happen?
Well,
You're,
if
you're a smart chick.
everyone's all opened up, the government needs to give us more money. They need to extend this eviction moratorium. They need to extend the unemployment insurance. The Republican states that refuse to take it need to start taking it again and giving it to its citizens, because nobody wants to go back to work the, the pre with the conditions being pre-pandemic anymore. That's
And
what
it's coming
needs to
back.
happen. And we may go into lockdown again with this new
I know.
Delta variant and people refusing to be vaxxed. Not enough people are vaccinated against it. So we may go into lockdown again. And whoa, 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 it's going to be if that happens. But I'm prepared.
We'll see what happens. I am too. We'll catch up again soon. And thank you. You know, we have to co-host and really do some celebrity gossip. But thank you. I want to get this out
Yes,
because my
we
storage is
do.
full. Thank you for everything you've done for me. I love you. And hello to
Anything, and as
Sonali.
soon as I can get back, to not being broke, we'll be sharing some good times, better times. I need to
You
come
take care.
visit you. I'm vaccinated, so I can come see you.
You sure can. I am too. All right, love. I'll
Okay,
I'll see you later. Go out and get you some. 4 years. How the
you
hell?
too.